All right, back again with another video. We are going to be trying out the Open Master League today. And as the leagues have rotated, so we are going to be trying out the Tapu Bulu with the Rhyperior and the Primarina. First, we got the Tapu Bulu versus the opposing Primarina. This is going to be interesting. They are chunking away with their charm. We are going to be able to threaten some huge damage with this grass knot here. They decide to shield it, and it's looking like they are going to be committing to this matchup. So we're going to shield here. Ends up only being the Hydro Cannon, but we are going to be able to get to another grass knot to threaten the second shield. So down goes 2 shields. They are going to farm us down. We're going to go into our Primarina here and see if we can get off our own fairy move. Okay, it looks like they are going to be pretty low enough for a Hydro Cannon, so we decided to just go for the Hydro Cannon. Not quite to take it out, but able to farm down. And that is the worst case scenario. We have triple water versus our Rhyperior. So our opponents were just targeting this Rhyperior, and that's exactly what happened. So GG's to our opponent. Unable to come back from that Charmer in the lead. In hindsight, we could have just switched out into the Rhyperior and just sacked it, but there's no way for us to know that they were running triple water. Alright, next we got the Tapu Bulu versus the Zamazenta. Zamazenta doing a lot of fast move pressure. We are going to fire off a Nature's Madness, and it does grab the shield. Our opponent continues over farming. It looks like they're going to look for the farm down after they actually catch the move into their Zacian. Shiny Zacian at that. So nice little distraction. We got the play route to go through, and it looks like they are going to get farmed down. So we are going to take this 2 shield to the back line. There's the Zamazenta. We know they have close combat or crunch. Looks like they try to get a shield out of us. We did get the debuff, and we're going to fire off another breaking swipe here. The breaking swipe is coming in handy because this move here will be resisted and deals less damage. Here comes the Palkia versus our Primarina. Let's see if we're going to be able to win this in the 2 shield. Yes, we will. So Disarming Voice takes a good chunk out of them, and they decide to GG's quit. I will say the team is ABA, but another way to think about it is there's 2 counters to fire types in the back. All right, we got the Mewtwo to deal with here. Oh, they actually go for the Ice Beam immediately. We wanted to call a bait right there. Unfortunately, didn't go in our favor. Looks like we are going to have to deal with this spammy Mewtwo now. Xerneas decides to come in. They are going to tank this Disarming Voice, and we are going to be able to reach a Hydro Cannon here. We need this damage or a shield, and that's exactly what we get. We get the shield at least. We know they could potentially run close combat, so they go for the Moonblast first so they don't debuff themselves. Now we're going to shield here, look for the farm down. Oh no, we see the Primarina in the back, so they had double fairies with the waterfall user, and we had all of our teams just misaligned, unfortunately. So down goes our team, unfortunately, right there. The opposing waterfall Primarina taking us out. It's looking like this Primarina is very, very dependent on. Okay, we have a good lead. We have a good matchup right here. Rhyperior versus the Necrozma. But I was going to say the Primarina's kind of tricky right now, running either Waterfall or Charm. we got the breaking swipe here to get a shield from this Palkia, which is nice. We try to get to another one, but they are aware of the count. And now we're just going to go into the Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu versus this Palkia. Decent. It's tricky whether we should farm this down or not. We're gauging the damage outputs. Looks like they are going to be able to reach another Aqua Tail, but we can survive that. Still looking for... Okay, they finally switch out, and we're going to go for this Nature's Madness to debuff them. And then go into the Primarina, and we're going to just let this go. They didn't have enough time to build up to that Steel move. And now we have the energy advantage headed towards this Yveltal. We're going to go for the Disarming Voice. Full pressure. Let's see what happens. Yes, it does go through. And we are going to be able to win that game. So, GG's to our opponent. Able to use the Primarina in a better spot right there. Finally, we didn't have our Primarina versus like a Charmer or just something that just can chunk away at it. All right. We got the Tapu Bulu versus the Landorus. Okay, this matchup here, generally we wait for them to throw a move because they could throw either Stone Edge or the debuff move. Our opponent here is going to switch out into the Necrozma. We have a good amount of energy, so we decided to go for another Nature's Madness. This potentially could get a shield. It does indeed get the shield. So Tapu Bulu already done his job. We know we have that Landorus to deal with still, so we're going to go into our Rhyperior to avoid that matchup. Dark Pulse gets used. We're looking for the farm down. We do get the farm down. Here comes the Landorus. We're going to switch out into the Primarina, dealing with waterfalls. And now we have 2 shield versus this Dialga Origin form. We're going to fire off this Disarming Voice for a neutral damage. Gets them into the 50% mark. We're going to shield this one here. We have 2 shields to use. And here, we're going to go for another Disarming Voice because the Hydro wouldn't be enough to take it out. They decided to shield it. Let's see how we're going to win this game here. We're going to let this go. We survive it. They switch out immediately. They already had a move, so that's a little bit unfortunate. We have to shield here. We did get debuffed, so these breaking swipes deal less damage now. First breaking swipe doesn't get the debuff. Luckily, we are able to get to another one. This next breaking swipe also doesn't take it out, but can we farm down? Yes, we can, and that's going to allow us to get to this next breaking swipe to take out the opposing Dialga for the win. So, GG's to our opponent. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.